So, final. Today is on the sixth chakra, and if you still have some juice, seventh. We'll see where we go. So this place is going to feel really nice for most people and a little surreal, very grounded feeling, usually by the end of this, but it's a nice feeling. You get a lot of insight. So at the end of it, do make sure that you do something grounding, like eat or worry about something. That will bring you back to your body. Come back to reality, watch some news or something. But integrate it somehow. I know it's really funny when I teach this chakra stuff, like back to back, you get to 6, you're like, okay, we're gonna bring you back down. So we already have a list of questions that we usually ask for the 6th chakra. Are we ready to get going? Or do you want to have some kind of discussion about it? Some kind of like questions about what 6th is about? Just go feel about it. Okay, that's great. Just stay in your emotions, whatever they are, and it will get you into the 6th. It's a beautiful place. It's my happy place. So the first 3 questions are, what is its color? What are its feelings? And what are its gifts? Okay, I'm really curious of what you guys got. So, who wants to share? Remember, we're just hanging out in the playground here. We're just in the sandbox, trying to figure stuff out. Come on, Joe.
Okay. I got a really clear message that this is the one that I've been waiting for. Okay. Color is white, but like a milk bath, like an all-encompassing kind of color that just flows all around you, and yeah. Okay. Very warm, a very, very warm feeling. Some feelings that wrapped up kind of feeling, a very guided feeling, like a job well done type of feeling. And then I got, and I don't know what this is supposed to mean, but I got something around death, not scary, but like more like complete.
Okay.
Like it's like, okay, next phase kind of thing.
Yes.
Right. And then some gifts, calm, clarity, support, wholeness.
Yes.
Very much in your body, focused, and that focus feeling of everything coming together, and you know your direction and path.
Wow, beautiful. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you. It's a very happy place. Casey?
What's its color? I saw like a violet purple to a royal purple.
Okay.
Feelings. It was hard to name some of them because it's quite foreign. Yeah. Being in this space is quite foreign. Yeah. So what I could feel was it felt very peaceful. It felt very joyful. Okay. There's a desire, a growing desire there to connect with my guides. Yes. It's very expressive. It's very fluid.
Okay.
Gifts. And same thing, it was kind of hard to put in words, but the visual that I saw is that when I'm feeling something, particularly in prayer for someone else, yeah, it can seep emotions.
Okay.
It can seep emotions to them. So love,
yes,
sorrow, growth, whatever I'm praying for, it can seep those emotions to them.
Okay.
Oh, and that it remembers who I am. I kept seeing myself at 2 years old, like just being in my true nature. And if I can get into this space more, I can remember more of who I actually am.
Okay. Beautiful. And yeah, Jill, I think you experienced your guides feeling towards you of that unconditional acceptance. Like, come here, you get in here. Kind of like that warm embrace. Yeah. And sometimes I wonder if that's your nature, if that's what it's going to feel like when you are in that place of health and healing and expressing your true nature. That's what it's going to feel like to us. So just want to make that comment there. And just like what Casey's been feeling too. It's like we're feeling our guides. We're feeling something that's very alert and aware of us. And that's a beautiful feeling. It could be our guides. It could be Big Mama. We don't know. I don't know how to see who's talking here. So, okay. Who else want to share? Yes, Jess.
I got a bunch of colors,
Okay.
kind of like a palette. And so it was blue, but I couldn't place the blue. It was like blue, indigo, and then I got some neon pink and a bit of purple. And I was like, oh, it's this periwinkle blue.
Oh.
Yeah, neon pink. And then I was like, oh, those colors are very much, they have been my color palette for a while. Well, when I was painting. What are its feelings? Again, like Casey, it was hard for me to place them. I was kind of seeing like geometrical, symmetrical, like a mandala. And so I was like, okay, there's flow, it's aligned, so it's harmonious, creative, imaginative. And I got like anything is possible, like flying, and it's expansive and unbound. And then gifts, and I got like mystical, metaphysical, psychic, intuition, and I got pragmatic. And I was like, okay. And then like again, sorry?
They follow the laws, like mandalas, they follow laws. There's a structure, there's a stability, there's a consistency, and within that, there's infinite possibilities.
Right, like I want to go like float off and fly away, and then it's like, pragmatic. And so, and then like limitless, wisdom, channeling, and then it was like, it just knows. No need to prove, justify, or explain. It's grounded in faith.
And that is a seed of intuition. You just know. That is when the clearest intuition you experience you'll ever have. You just know. And that's where that comes from. My job is done. There must be some new adventures coming up because I feel like I'm wrapping something up right now. It's like, okay, got it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Anybody else want to share? Okay. So I got some kind of a purple that I've never seen before. I've never seen it on the planet before. It's a whole new other type of purple, which is kind of cool. And the feelings I got was opening myself to the divine. There's a sense of opening myself to the guides and to a place where truth feels beautiful, where usually I'm afraid of truth because it's like, God, what else have I done now? What is it this time? And I feel like, oh, I gotta love truth someday. This is not gonna be very happy. But in this place, truth felt good for its own sake. It felt beautiful. And I also felt this is a place where you receive appreciation and approval for you from your guides. I was able to receive appreciation. Somebody was really appreciating me and really adoring me. And this is that place where I could receive it. It's also a place of inspiration and hope. So it's a place where your guides can give you an inspiration to do or be or feel something that you will have never thought possible. So they can give you a new idea where you're going, oh, wait a minute, oh, I never thought of that. So now you're thinking of something that is usually impossible, but you start to go, this could be possible. And so therefore now becomes your desire. And once it's your desire, then off you go. And it's about being able to see through a situation and intuit a solution, seeing between the lines, seeing what is possible, a place where you dare to dream and desire, and to feel myself as I really am. I felt that feeling of, I feel like I'm feeling who I really am, which is something I think Casey said. Also, that it's a place where you're going, I think I'm feeling me right now. This is me. So yeah, you can find yourself. So, yeah. Okay. Next set of questions are, what weakens or injures or harms the chakra? Or you could ask separately for all three words. And what shuts it down? Yeah, we are in a nice, happy place, aren't we? It's getting lighter and lighter. Okay, so who would like to share? Anyone? Come on, playground. Come on. Kids in the playground. Let's go. Go on, Jess.
I kind of was stuck on it. I went to the what shuts it down first.
Yes.
I think like as you asked it, it was like, oh, I got fear, being angry at God because it's no faith.
Yeah.
And to be limitless and unbound means fearless.
Right. Oh, that's a good correlation. Okay.
And then what weakens, injures, harms, I got needing to be right, set in your ways, controlling, needing proof, depression, lack of joy, blocked to desire, anger. I think this was like sifting through stuff, trying to find an answer. And then I was like, oh, facade. And like anything that isn't truth and blocks clear vision.
Ah, okay. That's, again, a beautiful answer. Yeah, facade should do it. Okay, thank you. Okay, who else wants to go? Jill?
What weakens, injures, and harms is the absence of self-love. Walking away or choosing to walk away from self-love, God guides, and giving away self to others.
Giving your will away.
Giving your will away. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then what shuts it down? Ego, judgment, power. And I actually felt the power that it's like I'm going to get whatever I want, no matter who I walk over, no matter who I hurt.
Yes.
And that power that shuts it down
Wow.
completely. Yeah.
Wow. This is why we got to go after addictions with everything we have, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Good one. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Who else want to share? Casey?
Actually, pretty similar to both Jill and Jessica's responses. What weakens, injures, or harms? Self-doubt, buying into or agreeing with false beliefs about myself or others, placating others in their addictions, and having like a desire for people to placate me in my addictions. Hiding myself.
Okay.
What shuts it down? Not wanting a relationship with God and my guides. And for me personally, I saw myself as like a teenager in the Catholic Church and feeling that I'm lowly and unequal to my guides and God, and that they will always be superior beings.
Yeah. Unworthy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then also not developing my desires.
Yeah. You got it. Was I talking to you just about desire and why they're important, or was somebody else? But yeah, no, it was somebody else. But why cultivating desire is really, really important, to the point where if you got to walk away from a spiritual path, because that's what it says, walk away, because that spiritual path is wrong. And yeah, I like what Jill got there about self-love, because this is a place where you're being appreciated and adored, where someone is making you feel how worthy you are, and if you disagree with it, you're not going to show up there. You're not going to let yourself walk in that place. Yeah. Wow, we're getting really good answers here. It's just a playground, folks. We're doing good. Who else wants to share? Grace, yay!
Pretty similar to everybody as well. So what weakens, injures, or harms? I got self-doubt, fear of the unknown, fear of asking the question, closed-mindedness, and blind faith.
Yeah.
And then what shuts it down? I also got giving your will away, not wanting to take self-responsibility, and trying to fit in.
Yeah. Okay. I got similar stuff. What weakens it is believing that I'm not worthy. What injures it is receiving projection from spirits and people that are harmful and degrading to me. And I could feel it injuring me. What harms it is spirit distraction and seeking magical escape, where I feel not capable or not wanting to take responsibility for my own life, which basically is giving your will away. What shuts it down? Just the idea of it was traumatizing for me. So what shuts it down was like, I don't even need the answer. I'm never shutting it down. It's fine. But it's like, no, just get the answer, is when I don't seek God. But I was traumatized by the idea of shutting this chakra down. So it's like, so it looks like I'm at a place where it's never shut down. Even if it's being attacked all the time, I won't shut it down. And when I looked at how much my chakra was getting injured from the projection, it made me realize that I really got to deal with my addictions, because my addictions keeps me open to spirit attacks. That's what they go for. So I really got to heal release my addiction, so I'm not open to being attacked like that, or receiving attack, even if I'm being attacked. Go ahead, Jess.
Would you be open to sharing a specific example of that, like, so I can understand that better? Like,
no, spirit attacks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like how it's doing that?
Sure. So I have so many addictions. Which one do I want to pick? Say approval. I have addiction for approval. It's really bad. And because I'm seeking approval, spirits can come and give me approval, like, oh, aren't you nice? I mean, they're no words, so just give me feeling. And I go, oh, look, I'm getting approval. And I open myself up to that. And then they start just projecting you this, you that, you're not doing this right, you're not doing that right, you're wrong, and then just slam at me all the time because I opened up. Or an addiction for power. Somebody makes me feel like I have power, and then I open up. So it's like you just open up because you have this addiction and you just open up, and now they're using me to have power over other people and abuse other people. But that injures, because this is the openness, this is a psychic space. I mean, all chakras can receive it, but I guess this is where I'm pretty gifted. This is pretty open for me. And so I get targeted a lot. And this is why I can hear spirits and feel them all the time. And, you know, it's a pretty open place. But because I still have a lot of addictions, I also get injured in this place a lot. Does that help? I think this is good, because we can actually start asking questions in our next sessions about, I have this addiction, how is this injuring me? How are spirits, you know, will we combine it with intuition and workshop for addictions, where we actually start asking questions. Please show me how this one addiction is being used to harm me. How are spirits locking into me? Like, we can actually start asking questions. So thank you for inspiring that. I will make it some kind of a combination. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so next set of questions. What heals it? What opens it? And what does it feel like when it's vibrant and open? Okay, so we got some good information. What heals, what opens, and what does it feel like when it's vibrant? Who wants to go? Jill.
I'm liking this one. What can I tell you?
Yeah.
So what heals it is taking responsibility of self,
Okay.
of feeling through injuries and errors, and like the full sort of package of taking responsibility of self, and acceptance of self, no matter what, like no matter what condition you're in.
Wow.
It's that total acceptance of self.
Okay.
What opens it? Desire. Whatever that feels like to you, but that desire.
Yeah.
Solid, grounded faith, that that unshakable faith
Yes.
that we build up. And this one kind of scared me a little bit. So, but what it feels like when it's vibrant, when you ask the question, I immediately felt like I got an invitation to the spirit world.
Yes.
I don't.
Why are you
scared the crap out of me?
Why are you surprised? Come on. What's your desire lately? What is your biggest desire right now?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Beautiful.
So, yeah.
Okay.
It was good.
Thank you. It's that easy, hey? It's just a veil. It's just a tiny, tiny veil. Okay. Who else wants to go? Grace?
Okay, so I kind of combine what heals and opens, and basically the main message I kept getting was just like ask the question, just ask the scary question specifically.
Okay.
And I often like don't ask the question because I'm scared of the answer, or I think I know the answer and I'm scared of it, so I don't even bother asking the question. But I'm really trying to say like just ask the question and then give the answer,
especially what you're scared about.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like Jill was saying, taking like a leap of faith, but it's like, you know, the phrase like look before you leap. Well, in this instance, you're supposed to just leap before looking, kind of thing. So reverse it. So that curiosity really like plays into opening and healing.
Okay.
And then I asked, what does it look like when it's vibrant and open? So it is a place of refuge. There are no right or wrongs. Everything is learning. Everything is discovery. It's a place where true compassion comes from. Infinite knowledge, limitless. And then I got the image of like being in a plane, and when you break above the cloud line, so like everything below is like raining and it's kind of gray and whatever, and then you get above the cloud line and it's like this like endless expanse of like sunshine and white fluffy clouds, and like it's just this really like safe environment to just play.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's beautiful. Thank you. Casey.
That's funny, Grace combined. I also had a bit combined as well for what heals and opens.
Okay.
Specifically, and I think this is Sarah trying to tell me something. My guide Sarah trying to tell me something. So divine love from God and from Sarah heals and opens, and truth were the ones that overlapped. And then specifically in what heals it, engaging desires, prayer, self-care, self-love. And then they gave me a couple specific things for that. And then specifically for what opens, taking action in the desires, not just engaging them, and taking action in passions. Music.
Yeah.
Which is funny because then you started playing the moment that I got that answer.
That kind of music.
Yeah. And singing for myself, playing music for myself, dancing for myself, that opens it. And what does it feel like when it's vibrant and open? I'm getting a lot of childhood memories today. We had this sprinkler that I kept seeing, and it was this long, like, kind of tubed sprinkler. And so what I understand from it is that I'm at the bottom of this tube, and God and my guides are at the top of this tube. And so the water is flowing between us.
Okay.
But it's coming out the sides. It's sprinkling out the sides.
Okay.
So everywhere I go, when I'm in that space, when it's open and vibrant, I'm spreading whatever they need me to spread.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. That is a beautiful message. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Who else wants to share? Steph?
For healing it, it's I like that I'm along with Grace and Casey on opening and healing it. I combined them in the way that it was like no negative self-talk through like shame, punishment, meant like that negative mental conversation. So being gentle with myself, having that self-compassion, I get to understand now what loving self-talks looks like, in that way that, yeah, just taking that responsibility for it. And then when it's alive, I get to connect to all of the energy. So if it's this earthly plane, if it's spirit world, if it's animal, plant, human, right? Like just that ability, as you were saying, that very thin veil is erased. It is just now me and everything.
Whatever you wish, yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, I can't wait for the question of how does this chakra impact other chakras? It's like, my God, what a happy place. Can we just start here and go down? So yeah, okay, beautiful. Thank you. Okay, so you guys all got the answers that I got. So I have nothing to add, except that to soothe it with music and no harshness whatsoever. And then a heartfelt desire to see and feel God's universe and truth opens it. And then when it's vibrant, I feel invincible. Yeah. I feel freedom to do whatever I want in the flow of law and the flow of life. And also I could really, really feel how much I'm supported and taken care of. It was really nice to feel that. It's like solid. And I felt like I was working along with my guides. I was working along with God and whatever issues, passions we're working on. So that was quite nice. But yeah, everyone got really good answers. So let's go to the magic question. How does this chakra impact other chakras? And what organ system or health system does it govern? And what food and spices, if any, affects it? Okay, so just for the sake of the recording, the music we're talking about is by Ashana, Ashana. She uses crystal ball, and she just has an angelic voice. And the two songs I've been playing are Ave Maria and To Be Loved, which is a poem by Saint Francis of Assisi. It's quite lovely. A lot of people have done some beautiful songs to that poem. Okay, one last round. How does this chakra impact other chakras? What organ system or health system does it govern? And food and spices, if you got any. Who would like to start? Bern, how are you able to find any sunshine right now? I don't know, what? It's like cloudy out here. How are you in the sun? Where on earth did you find sun right now? That's crazy.
I think your sixth chakra is just nice and open, Darm.
Yeah, it's beating on like... you. It's not beating on me. Over there. Oh my God! Like, Bern is the next city over. So,
yeah.
Okay. Anyway, I'm so
I've
glad
got this wonderful place on my deck that catches the last rays of the sun.
As it sets.
Yeah, as it sets. Yeah.
Okay. So
I can go. I can just start up. I wasn't feeling this one very strongly, but I really felt that it was impacting all the other chakras, not so much the seventh, because we haven't talked about it and I wasn't going there. But I just feel like it's like I think we talked about a fluidity, and Casey talked about that sprinkler. Like it feels like this open channel between all of the chakras, and it feels like it just has more intelligence, that it has that infinite, limitless quality, and so it's able to have more of a command over the other chakras. The other ones feel more like just grounded and earthy, and they feel lighter as they come up, but this feels very much like it has a knowing, and it pulls you can work with the other chakras with this with the sixth.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, so that's how I felt it impacted.
Okay. Did you get something for the organ system or health system?
I did. It felt like really going into it's the parasympathetic where it feels very relaxing, isn't it? So just really relaxed and open. So I felt it was really related to the nervous system.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Thank
Who
you.
else? Jill.
Okay, so I got how it impacts other chakras. I I'm not too sure how to put this, so because I rewrote it, I think about 3 times. So it's like the eyes to the other chakras. Like
Yeah.
it really allows you to deeply see or deeply feel into the other chakras,
Okay.
and see how to fix.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. The health system, uh, the um, the the blood in the way that it is our lifeblood.
Okay.
It it's the health system is the ability for that blood to be able to be our carrier, so it distributes nutrients to the rest of the body.
Okay.
And after I went into food and spices, I also got lungs just on their ability to bring oxygen to the blood, that kind of thing, oxygenate the blood. And then food and spices, anything high in iron. So I got leafy greens, mushrooms. I'm not too sure where that list is, but anything high in iron. And then spices, anything that causes that deep soulful breath, or that intake of deep soulful breath. So the image I got was like a cartoon character smelling a flower, and it lifted him off the ground and his feet were twinkling and that kind of thing. So that kind of deep breath and that enjoyment of it. And yeah. So, and that's what I got.
Beautiful. Thank you. Okay. Who else? Jess?
How does it impact other chakras? It helps, like, similar to, I think, what I don't know, someone just said, sorry, helps regulate, and it helps clear, but then there's like knows what adjustments to make in order to balance and clear. I got like a scale, a level, or a thermometer.
Wow.
And I got an image of a DJ layering all these sounds and turning all these dials, and then an image of a chef like chopping and stirring and tasting and measuring, and so I got multitasking. Yeah. It knows what needs to go where and when. Okay. Body part, organ system, I got gut and brain connection. Okay. Eyes, I get skin and hair follicles, like antennae, like receptors, like picking up little tiny feelings and sensations. Okay. Nervous system, and I got coordination and motor skills. Food and spices, I got blueberries, lots of berries, apples, and then just fruit, water, lavender, blue lotus, cayenne, and probiotics and fermented foods.
Wow, this is fantastic. Like everyone's getting a very different angle of that information, but it kind of locks into each other. Thank you. Okay, who else? Casey.
So very similar answers, so I'm not going to repeat because I think I almost had exact answers to some people, so I'll just say what's different. For the impact, same thing about healing, can help heal or kind of turn around other chakras if they're like oscillating incorrectly or out of harmony. Can help open them to their fullness, can actually help them be more vibrant in color and more like give more energy. Nervous system, I saw a lot of fluidity as well, like the cerebrospinal fluid, the blood, this circulation, lymphatics, fluid in the eyes. And I also, for myself, and Dharm, you and I have talked about this, that I have over waxy ears.
Yes.
And it has to do with blockage of this chakra.
Wow.
Sure what it is yet, but I kept seeing the wax in my ears. So
okay.
Yeah. And then spice food, remedy, etc. I immediately saw beets.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, that's interesting. But then I was given, because we just had beets the other night, I was given what I actually did with the beets. So it was the action of, I actually thanked God for the beets. So it was the appreciation of the beet. And then when I was eating it, I was going, and like that.
That's it.
And in that appreciation of the food, I was actually able to absorb more of its nutrition.
That's right.
Done that.
That's right.
And then the other thing that I thought was interesting is I saw myself getting pin poked by you in acupuncture.
Oh, okay.
So the specific, the spirit treatment that you've done on me before with acupuncture, that one as well, that actually can help balance. Yeah.
Yeah, so specific acupuncture points.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I got something like it gives faith and hope to the other chakras. It gives inspiration to have a dream of some kind that inspires the other chakras and activates them to produce energy and solution. It gives unconditional acceptance and encouragement to the other chakras and a way of bringing God into all aspects of life. So as through all of the chakras, you start to bring God into your day-to-day life. And it governs rhythm. So any kind of like that craniosacral deep rhythm, so that CSF rhythm, and hormonal glands. So that's how it regulates the whole body, because it regulates hormone, it regulates the hypothalamus, the pituitary. Through it, through hormone, you regulate the rest of your body. So that's like all of the answers we've all been getting. And yes, I got flowers, because when I look at flowers, I just get, into this other space where you take a deep breath, you stop, you appreciate. And I also got that it's you inhaling energy from food and taste that makes you grateful for that food, that makes you cherish the food. It's something that you inhale. It's another layer of energy that you absorb from the food when you're in that kind of mood about it. So absolutely feed into everybody else's answers. So this is great. Wow. Okay. I'm going to pause the recording here because I don't think I want the 7th chakra stuff recorded. That's very private. Okay.